Welcome to this journey of transformation. As you settle into comfort, allow yourself to simply listen. There is nothing you need to do except rest. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, your mind will absorb powerful principles that successful entrepreneurs use every single day. Your subconscious mind is always listening, always learning, even as your body relaxes. Take a slow, deep breath and let it out gently. The entrepreneurial journey begins not with action, but with understanding, with foundation, with the quiet restructuring of how you think. And that process can happen now as you rest. Let's begin. Your brain is remarkable. Learning quickly isn't about working harder. It's about working with your brain's natural design. Spaced repetition is one of the most powerful tools you possess. When you review information at increasing intervals, your learning efficiency nearly doubles compared to cramming everything at once. This means that small, consistent effort spread across time creates far deeper, more lasting knowledge than intensive bursts. Active recall is your second advantage. Simply trying to remember what you've learned by testing yourself produces much better retention than reading the same material over and over. The act of retrieval strengthens the neural pathways, making knowledge more accessible when you need it most. When you combine spaced repetition with active recall, you create what researchers call spaced retrieval. This aligns perfectly with how your brain encodes, stores, and retrieves memory. It makes learning not just faster, but more efficient, more natural. Imagine mixing different types of problems or topics together. This is called interleaving. Instead of studying one subject in large blocks, you switch between different concepts. This approach leads to better, long-term memory and stronger problem-solving skills. Interleaving improves your attention, helps you compare ideas, and dramatically enhances your performance on delayed tests. Now consider dual coding, learning with both verbal explanations and visual elements, diagrams, timelines, concept maps. This leads to deeper understanding and better retention than words alone. When you engage multiple parts of your brain, information is encoded more accurately into long-term memory. And when you need to recall it, you have extra cues, extra pathways, leading you back to what you know. Your beliefs shape your reality. A growth mindset, the belief that abilities can develop through effort. This simple shift pushes you to keep working after failure. Research shows that students with a growth mindset can outperform those with fixed beliefs more significantly than differences in background or prior knowledge. And sleep. Sleep is critical. Memory consolidation happens during sleep, both non-REM and REM stages. When you sleep, after learning something new, your brain stores that information effectively. Not getting enough sleep can reduce your learning ability by up to 40% the next day. Sleep is not optional for high performance. It is a must. Exercise sharpens your mind. Regular physical activity, especially aerobic exercise, improves attention and executive function. Moderate intensity movement supports brain function and accelerates learning. Now, let's explore the power of focused work in short sprints. The Pomodoro method is a time management technique that transforms how you work. It's simple, yet profoundly effective. Here's how it works. You choose one single task, just one. Set a timer for 25 minutes, and you work on that task alone with complete focus until the timer sounds. No distractions, no multitasking, no switching, just one task for 25 minutes. When the timer goes off, you take a short break. 5 minutes. Stand up, stretch, breathe, look away from your screen. Let your mind briefly wander. This short break is not wasted time. It's essential for maintaining peak mental performance. After 4 of these 25-minute work sessions, called Pomodoros, you take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. This gives your brain deeper recovery time, allowing you to return refreshed and ready for another cycle. Why does this work so powerfully? First, it reduces distractions and maintains concentration. When you commit to just 25 minutes, your mind knows there's an end point. This makes it easier to resist the urge to check your phone or browse the web. Second, it prevents mental fatigue. Working for hours without breaks leads to diminishing returns. Your focus weakens, decisions become poor. But these short sprints, with regular breaks, keep your mind sharp and fresh. Third, it helps you manage multiple tasks without multitasking. You're not trying to do everything at once. You're giving each task dedicated, focused time. This boosts productive learning time and quality of work. For entrepreneurs, the Pomodoro method is particularly valuable. Your days are filled with competing demands, customer calls, product development, marketing, finances. The Pomodoro method helps you allocate focused time to each area without feeling overwhelmed. Now, let's explore smart memory techniques called mnemonics. Mnemonics are memory tools that help you remember information more easily. They work by connecting new information to something you already know. Think of mnemonics as mental shortcuts or memory hooks. Your brain remembers stories, images, and patterns much better than random facts. Mnemonics transform difficult information into something memorable and meaningful. There are many types of mnemonics. Acronyms, where the first letter of each word creates a new word, like Roy G. Biv for the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Rhymes and songs turn information into rhythm. We all remember 30 days had September, or the alphabet song from childhood. These stay with us because rhythm and melody create strong neural pathways. The method of loci, or memory palace, is particularly powerful. You imagine a familiar place, like your home, and you place items you need to remember in specific locations along a mental walk. When you need to recall, you simply walk through your memory palace and see what you place there. Chunking groups information into smaller units. A phone number isn't 10 separate digits. It's 3 chunks: area code, prefix, and line number. This makes it much easier to remember. For entrepreneurs, mnemonics are invaluable. You need to remember customer names, product features, financial metrics, market data using mnemonic devices. With systematic practice and spaced repetition, significantly improves quiz scores and memory performance. Research shows that targeted memory training using mnemonics and spacing can shift performance from low to medium-high levels on tests and challenges. The key is making information memorable by giving it structure, imagery, emotion, or connection. As you rest now, your mind is already beginning to reorganize around these principles. Failure as fuel. Entrepreneurs learn fastest when they treat their business like a laboratory. Fail fast. Learn fast. This is real. Structured processes that recognize failure, make sense of it, and adapt quickly. These help knowledge-intensive firms adjust rapidly in dynamic markets. A growth mindset makes failure useful. It predicts stronger engagement in learning tasks after setbacks, when experiments in your startup, in your designs, do not work. Entrepreneurs who see abilities as developable use setbacks as data to refine strategies. They don't stop, they adjust. Resilience and self-efficacy. Resilience turns failure into future success. Psychological capital, self-efficacy, hope, optimism, resilience. These help entrepreneurs recover from business failure, and increase their intention to start again. Prior failure experiences can positively influence performance in a new venture when they trigger resilience and learning. Self-efficacy is a core learning engine. Entrepreneurial self-efficacy is a key factor in how much learning you extract from failure. Higher self-efficacy supports better recovery, continued engagement, and recognition of new opportunities after setbacks. You believe you can do it, and so you find the way. Deliberate practice and lean systems. Deliberate practice accelerates entrepreneurial skills. Targeted, feedback-rich exercises in entrepreneurship training improve specific competencies over weeks using deliberate practice standards. Even with expert models or AI tools, you can systematically build entrepreneurial abilities. Now, let's explore the Lean Startup Method. The Lean Startup Method turns learning into a system. It transforms your entire business into a learning machine. At its heart is a simple loop: build, measure, learn, a continuous cycle. This is not just theory. It's a practical framework used by thousands of successful startups. Here's how it works. First, you build a minimum viable product, an MVP. This is the simplest version of your idea that can test your most important assumption. Not a perfect product, not a complete product, just enough to learn. The MVP might be a landing page, a simple prototype, a manual service delivered personally. The key is, it must be real enough that customers can interact with it and give you genuine feedback. Second, you measure. What happens? You don't measure vanity metrics like page views or social media followers. You measure actionable metrics that tell you if customers truly value what you're offering. Do they sign up? Do they pay? Do they come back? Do they tell others? These measurements give you data, real information about whether your assumptions are correct. Third, you learn from that data. This is the most critical step. You ask, what did we discover? What worked? What didn't? What surprised us? Based on what you learn, you make a decision. Persevere, keep going in the same direction, because the data shows you are on the right track. Or pivot, change direction, modify your approach, because the data shows you need to adjust. Then, you begin the cycle again. Build the next version, measure the results, learn from the data. Each cycle, each loop, brings you closer to a product that customers truly want. The beauty of the Lean Startup Method is that it helps you Drop bad ideas early before you've invested months or years and significant money. You learn quickly, with minimal resources, what works and what doesn't. Validated learning is the core principle. Every product change, every feature addition, every pivot is treated as an experiment. You're not guessing, you're testing, you're learning systematically. This helps entrepreneurs double down on what customers actually respond to and abandon what they don't, without ego, without attachment. For entrepreneurs, the lean startup method provides structure in chaos. It gives you a clear process when everything feels uncertain. Build, measure, learn, repeat. This simple cycle has created some of the world's most successful companies. Mentorship and flexibility. Mentors massively speed up learning. Entrepreneurs with mentors are about 70% more likely to succeed or survive longer. This is not a small advantage. This is transformational. Think about what this means. 7 out of 10 entrepreneurs with mentors achieve success or longevity compared to those without mentors. The difference is profound. Why are mentors so powerful? Mentors compress years of trial and error into direct guidance, feedback, and network access. They've already walked the path you're on. They've already made the mistakes you're about to make. A mentor can tell you in 5 minutes what might have taken you 6 months to learn through painful experience. They can introduce you to the right people, open doors that would otherwise remain closed. They can see blind spots in your thinking, patterns you can't see from inside your own perspective. But perhaps most importantly, mentors believe in you. When you doubt yourself, they remind you of your capabilities. When challenges feel overwhelming, they've been there, they've survived, they've thrived, and their confidence becomes fuel for your journey. Mentorship accelerates entrepreneurial learning exponentially, not just incrementally, exponentially, because mentors provide multiple forms of value simultaneously: knowledge, connections, perspective, encouragement, accountability. So how do you find mentors? Search out and join startup clubs, business organizations, networking groups. These are the places where mentors gather, where experienced entrepreneurs share their wisdom, attend their events, contribute value, build relationships, ask thoughtful questions. The right mentor is often closer than you think. Cognitive flexibility boosts opportunity spotting. Entrepreneurs with higher cognitive flexibility show greater entrepreneurial imaginativeness. This is linked to better opportunity recognition. Emotional regulation strengthens the positive effect of cognitive flexibility on recognizing business opportunities. When you can think in multiple ways, shift perspectives easily, you see possibilities that others miss. Time and emotion. Time management multiplies how fast you learn. Effective time management lets you avoid procrastination and spend more hours on high-impact tasks, customer research, product development, strategic thinking. Clear schedules and priorities free up mental bandwidth for strategic learning and experimentation instead of constant firefighting. Emotional intelligence helps you learn under stress. It supports better coping strategies, optimism, and acceptance. This improves problem-focused learning under pressure. Using emotional intelligence to choose constructive responses is associated with better well-being and firm performance. It keeps you able to keep learning in tough times. Rest now, as these concepts settle deeper into your awareness, strengthening your mindset. Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, offers practical tools to manage your internal state, communication, and focus. NLP techniques help entrepreneurs shift perspectives, manage emotions, and improve communication, supporting a mindset that actively seeks opportunity in uncertainty. Using NLP, you can better understand your motivations and behaviors, improving adaptability and leadership in changing markets. Reframing turns setbacks into fuel. NLP reframing shifts how a situation is interpreted. This increases motivation, confidence, and reduces anxiety. Let's explore how reframing works. Reframing means changing the frame through which you view an experience. The facts don't change, but their meaning does. Imagine a picture frame around a painting. Change the frame, and the painting feels different. The same is true with experiences. Change how you frame them, and they feel different. They mean something different. For entrepreneurs, reframing failure as feedback is transformational. Instead of thinking, "I failed, I'm not good enough," you think, "This experiment gave me data. What did I learn?" A failed launch becomes a learning opportunity. What didn't work? What can I adjust? What does this tell me about my customers? The setback becomes fuel for improvement. here are practical ways to reframe in real time. First, the context reframe. Ask yourself, in what context would this be useful? You lose a major client. That's painful. But reframe it. Now I have capacity to pursue that bigger opportunity. I was too busy for before. Or this frees me to focus on clients who truly value my work. Second, the meaning reframe. Ask, what else could this mean? Your product launch gets little response. Instead of, nobody wants this. Try, the market isn't ready yet. Or, I haven't found the right audience yet. Or, my messaging needs work. Third, the learning reframe. Ask, what is this teaching me? Every challenge, every obstacle becomes a teacher. A difficult employee teaches you about leadership and communication. A cash flow crisis teaches you about financial planning and resilience. Fourth, the future reframe. Ask, how will I view this a year from now? Most setbacks that feel crushing today become valuable lessons when viewed from the future. A year from now, I'll be grateful. This happened because it forced me to. Fifth, the comparison reframe. Ask, compared to what? Is this really so bad? Your startup is growing slowly, but it's growing. Compared to having no business at all, you're making progress. Compared to where you were last year, you've come far. The key to reframing is practice. At first, it feels artificial, forced, but over time, it becomes automatic. Your brain learns to search for alternative perspectives naturally. For entrepreneurs, this skill is invaluable because you will face constant challenges, constant setbacks. The ability to reframe keeps you moving forward when others would quit. It helps convert problems, a failed launch, a lost deal, a critical review, into clear next actions and improvements. Reframing doesn't mean denying reality or being falsely positive. It means choosing empowering interpretations that move you forward rather than disempowering ones that keep you stuck. Goal setting and visualization. NLP, goal setting. Well-formed outcomes makes business goals clearer. But what makes NLP goal setting different from regular goal setting? Traditional goal setting often focuses on what you want to achieve. I want to grow my business. I want more customers. I want to be successful. These are vague, they lack specificity. They don't engage your senses or your emotions. NLP, goal setting, goes much deeper. It creates what are called well-formed outcomes. These are goals that are structured in a way that your brain can actually work with. First, NLP goals are stated in positive terms. Not what you want to avoid, but what you want to move toward. Instead of, I don't want to struggle financially, you say, I want to generate $10,000 in monthly revenue. Second, NLP goals are specific and sensory-based. You define what you'll see, hear, and feel when you achieve it. I will see my bank account showing $10,000. I will hear clients saying yes to my proposals. I will feel confident and capable as I lead my team. Third, NLP goals define clear evidence of success. How will you know when you've achieved it? What are the measurable indicators? Not just feelings, but concrete proof. Fourth, NLP goals specify context and resources. Where, when, and with whom will this goal be achieved? What resources do you already have? What resources do you need? Who can help you? Fifth, and this is crucial, NLP goals consider ecology. Ecology means, how will this goal affect other areas of your life? Will achieving this goal harm your health, your relationships, your values? A well-formed outcome ensures your goal is truly aligned with who you are and who you want to become. Traditional goal setting says, set the goal and go for it. NLP goal setting says, design the goal carefully so your entire being can commit to it. This level of clarity makes it easier to align daily actions, track progress, and course correct quickly. Your subconscious mind knows exactly what you're working toward, and it begins to notice opportunities, resources, and connections that support your well-formed outcome. Visualization and mental rehearsal support high-stakes performance. NLP-style visualization uses vivid sensory imagery to pre-experience success. This primes the brain to recognize and seize opportunities. Senior executives and entrepreneurs use these techniques to prepare mentally for big negotiations, pitches, strategic decisions. Anchoring and state management. Anchoring can give you on-demand confidence. NLP anchoring links a specific physical trigger, pressing thumb and forefinger together, to a powerful emotional state, such as confidence. let's explore how anchoring works and how to create your own powerful anchor. Think of anchoring like creating a bookmark in your emotional experience. The bookmark is the physical trigger, and when you return to it, you access that emotional state instantly. Here's how to create an anchor. First, choose the state you want to access. Confidence, calm, motivation, creativity, whatever you need most. For entrepreneurs, confidence is often the most valuable. Second, choose your physical trigger, your anchor. It should be something unique that you don't do accidentally. Pressing your thumb and middle finger together in a specific way, touching your earlobe with a particular pressure, making a fist in a distinctive manner. The key is it must be precise and repeatable. Third, recall a time when you felt the desired state intensely. Close your eyes and remember a moment when you felt truly confident. Maybe closing a big deal, delivering a powerful presentation, solving a difficult problem. Step into that memory fully. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Make the memory vivid, rich, intense. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the sensations in your body. As the feeling reaches its peak, its absolute strongest point, apply your physical trigger. Press your thumb and finger together with intention. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds while the feeling is at its strongest. Then release the trigger and step out of the memory. Shake it off, move around, think about something else. This breaks the state. Fourth, repeat this process several times. Each time, recall the powerful memory, build the intensity, and at the peak, apply the same trigger in exactly the same way. You're training your nervous system to link that physical trigger with that emotional state. Fifth, test your anchor. After several repetitions, clear your mind, then apply your trigger. Press your thumb and finger together in that exact way. Notice if the confident feeling begins to arise. If it does, your anchor is working. If not, repeat the process with even more intensity and precision. Once your anchor is established, you can use it anywhere, anytime. Before a sales call, apply your anchor. Feel confidence flow through you. Before an investor meeting, use your trigger. Access that powerful state. Before a difficult conversation, activate your anchor. Step into certainty. The key to maintaining your anchor is to use it wisely. Only use it when you genuinely need it for important moments. Don't overuse it, or it will weaken, and periodically refresh it by repeating the anchoring process with new, powerful memories. You can also stack anchors. Once you have a confidence anchor, you can add calmness to the same trigger. Recall a memory of deep calm, and at its peak, apply the same trigger. Now your anchor gives you confident calm. Both states together. Long pause. Entrepreneurs can use anchors before sales calls, investor meetings, team presentations to quickly access a confident state. This is not about faking feelings or manipulating yourself. It's about accessing your own genuine, resourceful states when you need them most. Your brain already does this naturally. A song brings back teenage memories. A smell transports you to childhood. Anchoring simply makes this process deliberate and useful. You become the architect of your own emotional experience. NLP improves public speaking and pitching. Techniques like anchoring, state management, reframing reduce public speaking anxiety. Better control of anxiety and state allows entrepreneurs to communicate ideas more clearly, increasing impact in pitches and leadership talks. Rapport and modeling. Rapport skills support sales and negotiation. NLP rapport tools, mirroring, matching voice tone, using aligned language patterns. These help prospects feel understood and relaxed. Entrepreneurs who consciously build rapport often close more sales and form stronger, long-term client relationships. Modeling excellence lets you download winning patterns. NLP modeling focuses on observing and replicating the thinking and behavior patterns of high performers. Entrepreneurs can model top founders, salespeople, leaders to adopt their strategies, language, decision patterns, instead of reinventing everything. Managing stress. NLP can help manage anxiety and stress in high-pressure phases. Studies show NLP-based techniques reduce anxiety in stressful performance situations. Entrepreneurs can adapt state management, reframing, anchoring to cope with uncertainty, cash flow worries, launch stress. NLP is powerful but scientifically debated. Reviews note, NLP is widely used in business and coaching, but often criticized for limited, rigorous validation. Treat NLP as a practical toolbox. Test techniques, reframing, anchoring, modeling, well-formed outcomes, pragmatically. Keep what measurably improves your performance. As you drift deeper into relaxation. These tools become part of you. The power of positivity. A positive mindset helps entrepreneurs persist, think clearly, and lead others more effectively. But it works best when balanced with realism, developing an entrepreneurial mindset through training programs significantly improves business performance. Entrepreneurial mindset strengthens innovativeness, risk-taking, proactiveness, which directly supports better venture results. Optimistic entrepreneurs tend to perform better. Research shows optimistic entrepreneurs achieve higher profits and firm growth than pessimists. The best results come from optimist realists, those who combine optimism with realistic assessment, avoiding blind overconfidence. Balanced optimism. Too much optimism can hurt learning. Very high, unchecked optimism can reduce learning from failure by encouraging denial of negative feedback and escalating commitment to bad ideas. Strategic optimism, hopeful but critical, supports innovation better than naive positivity. Positive emotions support entrepreneurial intention. Positive emotions broaden thinking and help build cognitive patterns that drive entrepreneurial intentions. Katsu. When you feel positive, your mind expands. You see more possibilities, more connections, more creative solutions. This broadened thinking helps you recognize opportunities that others in negative states simply cannot see. Positive emotion makes it easier to see opportunities and assemble resources. When you feel good, you're more likely to reach out, to ask for help, to network, to collaborate. People are drawn to positive energy. They want to help. They want to be part of your vision. These are core, early-stage entrepreneurial skills: opportunity recognition, resource assembly, relationship building. All of these flow more naturally from a positive emotional state. Stress buffering and psychological capital. Positive effect buffers stress and supports success. Stress normally harms well-being and perceived success. The pressures of entrepreneurship can feel crushing, overwhelming, exhausting. Deadlines, financial worries, difficult decisions, competing demands. All of this creates stress that can cloud judgment, drain energy, and diminish your sense of success. But positive affect weakens these negative effects and broadens cognition. When you maintain a positive emotional baseline, stress still exists, but it doesn't dominate your experience. You can still feel the pressure, but you also feel capable of handling it. Positive affect acts like a buffer, a cushion that absorbs impact. It doesn't eliminate the challenges, but it changes how you metabolize them. Stress becomes manageable rather than overwhelming. Entrepreneurs with higher positive affect report better well-being and a higher sense of venture success despite stress. Notice that despite stress, they're not stress-free. They're not avoiding difficult emotions, but their positive affect allows them to maintain well-being and confidence, even while navigating challenges. They sleep better. They recover faster. They maintain relationships. They stay creative. They keep perspective. All of this while building their businesses. Positive affect doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means maintaining resourcefulness while solving them. Psychological capital is a major performance driver. Hope, efficacy, resilience, optimism. These explain more variance in new venture performance than economic or human capital. In studies, higher psychological capital increases entrepreneurs' efficiency, influences employees' performance, and improves overall firm outcomes. Hope, optimism, and resilience enhance leadership. These qualities in leaders are linked to transformational leadership styles that improve firm performance. Hopeful leaders generate more creative, low-cost solutions, crucial in resource-constrained startups. Emotion and self-compassion. Positive entrepreneurial emotion predicts action. Positive emotion significantly predicts entrepreneurial behavior tendencies. This means cultivating positive feelings about building a business makes you more likely to actually take entrepreneurial steps. Self-compassion helps you bounce back from distress. After venture distress, self-compassion is positively related to entrepreneurs thriving, helping them recover and keep growing. Learning from distress also predicts later thriving. A kind, learning-oriented attitude toward oneself supports long-term progress. Happiness and positive mindset drive motivation and creativity. Positive emotions expand cognitive structures, support resource acquisition, and build entrepreneurial abilities. A positive mindset keeps entrepreneurs motivated, creative, and persistent, making emotional returns, feeling fulfilled, a key parallel success metric alongside money. Rest deeply now. Let these truths become part of who you are. Integrating NLP, gratitude, and goals. The inner operating system can combine NLP, gratitude, and goal setting into a single inner operating system for faster, more resilient progress. NLP goal setting makes business targets more actionable. Well-defined outcomes require goals to be specific, positive, sensory-rich, and under your control. This increases clarity and motivation. Framing outcomes as who you are becoming, your identity, instead of just what you want, makes consistent action more natural, more automatic. Implementation intentions turn goals into behavior, adding if-then statements to goals. If it's 8 a.m., then I send 3 outreach emails. This greatly increases the chance that intentions become real actions. Reframing and visualization. NLP reframing keeps you moving after setbacks, deliberately changing the meaning you give to problems, reduces demotivation and procrastination around goals, reframing failures as data. What is this teaching me? Helps entrepreneurs stay engaged with their goals instead of abandoning them after obstacles. Visualization and mental rehearsal prime entrepreneurial success. Vividly visualizing yourself executing and achieving goals activates brain patterns similar to real performance and boosts confidence. Entrepreneurs who visualize both the desired outcome and likely obstacles, mental contrasting, are better prepared to handle real-world challenges. Gratitude's power. Gratitude directly supports performance and decision-making. Gratitude practices improve focus, productivity, and decision quality at work, helping entrepreneurs stay calm and think more rationally. Gratitude shifts mindset from scarcity to abundance, lowering stress and supporting clearer, less reactive choices. In business, gratitude is associated with higher well-being, positive effect, and a stronger sense of meaningful work. For entrepreneurs, feeling that work is meaningful increases intrinsic motivation to pursue long-term goals beyond just money. Gratitude interventions have durable, positive effects. Structured gratitude practices can produce lasting improvements in psychological well-being, sustained well-being, and emotional stability. Give entrepreneurs the mental bandwidth to stick with demanding growth goals. Integration through practice. Combining self-leadership with gratitude strengthens thinking patterns. Integrating thought, self-leadership with gratitude helps create more positive, productive thought patterns that improve performance at work. Entrepreneurs who consciously direct their self-talk, and pair it with gratitude are more likely to stay constructive and solution-oriented toward goals. Journaling links NLP, gratitude and goals into one habit. Reflective journaling and gratitude journaling help entrepreneurs organize thoughts, extract lessons from experience, and maintain resilience. Writing goals in NLP-style language, specific, positive, embodied, alongside daily gratitude entries, reinforces both direction and emotional fuel. Psychological capital ties mindset, gratitude, and goals together. Hope, efficacy, resilience, optimism predict better entrepreneurial performance and life satisfaction. Hope drives goal pursuit. Optimism sustains expectations. Resilience helps you bounce back. And gratitude and positive affect help build and maintain these resources. Feel these elements weaving together in your mind, becoming one unified approach to success. Brain plasticity and rapid learning. Your brain rewires itself. Neuroplasticity means your brain can rewire itself through experience. This is exactly what entrepreneurship demands. Brain plasticity underlies learning, memory, and skill acquisition throughout adult life, not just in childhood. Entrepreneurship, with its constant novelty and problem-solving, provides repeated experiences that drive neural reorganization and expertise building. Novel challenges in business boost plasticity and flexibility. Encountering novelty stimulates dopamine release and learning-related plasticity, enhancing cognitive flexibility and problem-solving. Entrepreneurs constantly face new markets, customers, crises, which can strengthen the brain's ability to adapt and switch strategies. Skill stacking and cognitive flexibility. Skill stacking in entrepreneurship builds new neural networks. Learning diverse skills, negotiation, marketing. Learning diverse skills, negotiation, marketing, finance engages different neural networks and promotes new connections in the brain. This multidisciplinary load helps entrepreneurs become faster learners across domains, not just in one narrow specialty. Let's understand why this matters. When you learn only one skill deeply, you build strong pathways in one area of your brain. You become an expert, but a narrow one. But when you learn multiple diverse skills, something different happens. Your brain builds connections between different domains. You start seeing patterns that cross boundaries. A principle from marketing informs your approach to product design. An insight from finance shapes your negotiation strategy. A technique from psychology improves your sales conversations. This is called transfer learning. Skills and knowledge from one domain transfer to another, but transfer only happens when your brain has built the connecting pathways. Entrepreneurs who learn multiple disciplines don't just know more. They think differently. They become pattern recognizers, connection makers, creative synthesizers. And here's the bonus. Each new skill makes the next skill easier to learn. Your brain gets better at learning itself. You develop meta-learning abilities, learning how to learn. This multidisciplinary approach is why entrepreneurs often become faster learners than specialists, not in any single area, but across all areas. They've trained their brain to adapt, to absorb, to connect rapidly. Cognitive flexibility supports opportunity recognition and creativity. Cognitive flexibility is closely linked to entrepreneurial alertness, self-efficacy, and creativity, which in turn improve opportunity recognition. Let's explore what cognitive flexibility really means. It's the ability to shift your thinking when the situation changes, to see things from multiple perspectives, to adapt your strategy when your first approach doesn't work. Entrepreneurial alertness is the ability to notice what others miss. Someone with high alertness walks through the same world as everyone else, but they see opportunities, problems waiting to be solved, gaps in the market. For example, two people waiting in a long line at a coffee shop. Most people just feel impatient, frustrated. But an entrepreneurially alert person thinks, why is this line so long? Could there be a better way? Would people pay for a solution? This alertness is strengthened by cognitive flexibility, because flexibility lets you see the same situation through different lenses: a customer lens, a business owner lens, a systems lens, a design lens. Creativity also flows from cognitive flexibility. When you can combine ideas from different domains, when you can break patterns and recombine elements in new ways, you create innovative solutions. For instance, Airbnb combined the idea of home hospitality with the ease of hotel booking platforms. Uber merged taxi services with smartphone technology and gig economy principles. These innovations required seeing across boundaries, connecting seemingly unrelated concepts. Self-efficacy improves with cognitive flexibility because when you can think in multiple ways, you believe you can solve whatever problem emerges. If this approach doesn't work, I'll try another and another until something works. Strengthening flexible thinking through varied tasks and perspectives effectively leverages neuroplasticity to spot and shape new business ideas. The more flexible your thinking, the more opportunities you recognize, the more creative your solutions, the stronger your belief in your ability to succeed. Executive function and stress. Executive functions are trainable and crucial for founders. Working memory, attention control, planning act as the brain's command center and can be improved through deliberate practice. Let's break down these three functions. Working memory is your brain's scratch pad. It holds information temporarily while you work with it. For entrepreneurs, strong working memory means you can hold multiple variables in mind while making decisions. If I invest here, then cash flow changes, which affects hiring, which impacts delivery timelines. Track conversations. Remember what was said, connected to previous discussions. Juggle multiple projects without losing critical details. Attention control is your ability to focus on what matters, to resist distractions, to sustain concentration, to switch attention intentionally rather than being pulled by every notification, every interruption. For entrepreneurs, attention control is the difference between deep work that moves the business forward and scattered reactivity that keeps you busy but unproductive. Planning is your ability to set goals, break them down, sequence actions, anticipate obstacles, to think ahead and prepare rather than constantly improvising or being surprised by predictable challenges. Now, here's the good news. All three of these executive functions can be improved through deliberate practice. Working memory improves through mental exercises like complex problem solving, learning new languages, playing strategic games. Attention control strengthens through mindfulness meditation, focused work sessions, eliminating distractions during deep work, planning skills developed through regular planning routines, breaking projects into steps, conducting pre-mortems, imagining what could go wrong. Stronger executive function helps entrepreneurs manage complexity, make better decisions, and coordinate multiple projects under uncertainty. Think of executive function as your brain's chief executive officer, CEO. The stronger your executive function, the better you lead yourself and your business. Stress management literally rewires how you handle pressure. Functional neuroplasticity also governs how the brain responds to stress. Targeted habits can help reprogram responses and improve resilience. Entrepreneurs who consistently practice healthier cognitive and emotional habits can train their brains to stay clearer and more solution-focused under pressure. Entrepreneurship itself is a neuroplastic training ground. Neuroentrepreneurship highlights that entrepreneurial activity actively engages and changes brain systems for decision-making and opportunity recognition. A career in entrepreneurship simultaneously reshapes industries and the entrepreneur's own brain for the better, reinforcing lifelong learning, adaptability, and higher order thinking abilities. Your brain is changing right now as you rest. Health as foundation. Sleep, stress, and performance. Health is not a nice to have for entrepreneurs. It is a performance system, a must-have. Sleep quality strongly affects performance. Poor sleep impairs attention, reaction time, memory, and decision-making, all crucial for founders under pressure. Insomnia in entrepreneurs predicts higher stress, more negative emotions, and poorer overall health, which undermines business performance. Chronic stress without coping harms both health and results. Self-employed people with high demands show worse mental health and lower performance if they lack effective stress management strategies. Entrepreneurial stress is linked to self-endangering behaviors, overwork, ignoring symptoms that damage long-term health. Entrepreneurial well-being and venture performance are linked. Psychological capital, hope, efficacy, resilience, optimism predicts better entrepreneurial mental health and business performance. Entrepreneurs' satisfaction and mental health both correlate positively with venture outcomes. Burnout and exercise burnout is common and dangerous. Estimates suggest around 20 to 45% of entrepreneurs report burnout symptoms or frequent burnout-like exhaustion. Burnout reduces risk-taking capacity, creativity, and decision quality, directly limiting growth potential. Let's understand what burnout really does. When you're burned out, your ability to take calculated risks disappears. You become overly cautious or reckless, unable to evaluate risk properly. Creativity shuts down. Your mind can only think in rigid patterns, in what's familiar, what's safe. You lose the mental flexibility to imagine new solutions, new approaches. Decision quality plummets. Everything feels overwhelming. You avoid decisions or make them impulsively, just to have them done. Neither approach serves your business. So how do you avoid burnout? First, recognize the early signs. Exhaustion that doesn't improve with rest, cynicism about your work that used to excite you, feeling ineffective, like nothing you do makes a difference. Second, set boundaries. Entrepreneurs often work constantly, believing more hours equal more success. But sustained, excessive work without recovery destroys your capacity. Set work hours and honor them. Create non-negotiable rest time, even if it's just one evening a week, one full day. Protect your sleep like your most important business asset, because it is. Third, build in regular recovery. Recovery isn't laziness, it's maintenance. Short breaks throughout the day, a walk, stretching, breathing exercises. Longer breaks, weekly, a day off, pursuing non-work activities that restore you. Fourth, maintain meaning and purpose. Burnout often comes not just from too much work, but from work that feels meaningless or disconnected from your deeper values. Regularly reconnect with why you started. What impact do you want to make? How does today's work serve that larger purpose? Fifth, seek support and connection. Isolation accelerates burnout. Regular connection with mentors, peers, friends, family provides emotional ballast. Share your challenges, celebrate wins. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Sixth, delegate and automate. Many entrepreneurs try to do everything themselves. This creates unsustainable workload and burnout. Identify tasks that drain you, that aren't your unique strength. Can they be delegated, automated, or eliminated? Your energy is finite. Protect it for what only you can do best. Seventh, maintain physical health. Exercise, nutrition, sleep. These aren't separate from business success. They are the foundation of your capacity to build anything. Exercise boosts brain function and entrepreneurial behavior. Regular physical exercise enhances executive function, memory, and emotional regulation, all important for entrepreneurial success. Higher frequency and intensity of physical exercise are positively associated with entrepreneurial behavior in large samples. Nutrition supports cognition and mood. Diets rich in whole foods, healthy fats, key micronutrients support memory, focus, and problem solving. Let's understand how nutrition affects your brain and your entrepreneurial performance. Your brain is an energy-intensive organ. It uses about 20% of your body's total energy, despite being only 2% of your body weight. The fuel you provide directly affects how well it functions. Whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins provide steady, sustained energy. No crashes, no spikes, just consistent fuel for consistent performance. Healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids, are critical for brain health. Your brain is nearly 60% fat. The quality of fats you consume literally becomes the structure of your brain cells. Omega-3s, found in fatty fish, walnuts, flax seeds, improve memory formation, neural communication, and cognitive flexibility. They support the myelin sheaths that speed signals between neurons. Faster signals along the myelin sheath mean faster thinking, quicker problem solving, sharper focus. Key micronutrients, vitamins and minerals are essential for neurotransmitter production. B. Vitamins support energy metabolism in brain cells. Vitamin D regulates mood and cognitive function. Iron carries oxygen to your brain. Magnesium supports memory and learning. When you're well nourished, your memory works better. You can recall information quickly, learn new concepts faster, retain knowledge more easily. This is crucial when you're learning multiple aspects of running a business simultaneously. Focus sharpens dramatically with proper nutrition. You can sustain deep concentration for longer periods. Distractions have less pull. Your mind stays on task. This laser-targeted focus allows you to solve complex problems efficiently. Problem solving becomes more effective and creative. Your brain can hold multiple variables, see patterns, generate solutions. You move from "I don't know what to do" to "I see 3 possible approaches. Let me evaluate them." This is laser-targeted solution finding. Not scattered thinking, not analysis paralysis, but clear, focused, efficient problem solving. The kind that moves your business forward every single day. Poor, highly processed diets are linked to greater anxiety and depression, which can lower work performance. Processed foods, high in sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats, create blood sugar roller coasters. Spikes, followed by crashes that leave you irritable, anxious, unable to focus. These foods also promote inflammation in the body and brain. Chronic inflammation is linked to depression, anxiety, brain fog, and reduced cognitive function. When you're anxious or depressed, your work capacity plummets. Decision-making becomes difficult. Creativity disappears. Motivation evaporates. Anxiety creates a constant background noise in your mind. What if this fails? What if I'm not good enough? What if I lose everything? This mental chatter consumes cognitive resources that could be used for productive thinking. Depression drains energy and hope. Tasks that once felt manageable now feel insurmountable. You lose the spark that drives entrepreneurial action. The excitement, the curiosity, the determination all fade into grey heaviness. Both anxiety and depression also affect sleep quality. creating a vicious cycle. Poor nutrition leads to poor mental health, which leads to poor sleep, which further worsens nutrition choices and mental health. Breaking this cycle starts with what you choose to eat today. And there's another critical factor: heart health. What's good for your heart is good for your brain. The same cardiovascular system that powers your heart also delivers oxygen and nutrients to your brain. Poor diet damages your cardiovascular system through high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation, arterial plaque. This reduces blood flow to your brain. Less blood flow means less oxygen, less glucose, less of what your brain needs to function optimally. Over time, poor cardiovascular health increases risk of cognitive decline, memory problems, even dementia. For entrepreneurs, this isn't just about aging. It's about your performance today, tomorrow, next year. A healthy heart supports a healthy brain. Regular exercise, whole food nutrition, stress management, adequate sleep. All of these protect both your cardiovascular system and your cognitive capacity. Your brain and your heart work together. Nourish them well, and they will support the demanding work of building something meaningful. Mindfulness and social support. Mindfulness reduces work-related stress and exhaustion. Workplace mindfulness training significantly reduces perceived stress during the workday and improves well-being. In entrepreneurs, better sleep and mindfulness together reduce exhaustion and support clearer thinking and persistence. Micro breaks protect focus and productivity. Short, strategic breaks of a few minutes combat mental fatigue and help maintain sharper focus over long work periods. Micro breaks also support problem solving and reduce the risk of burnout from continuous high-intensity work. Social support is a health and performance asset. Social support provides emotional and material resources, enhancing entrepreneurs' positive emotions and reducing strain. Strong support networks are associated with better entrepreneurial well-being and more sustainable engagement in the business. Healthy founders ultimately manage better. Protecting occupational health, sleep, stress, mental health is critical for decision-making quality and long-term firm sustainability. Rest and restore as your body and mind integrate these principles. Final integration and repetition. Core principles. Cycle. First pass. Learning quickly begins with understanding how your brain naturally works. Spaced repetition, active recall, interleaving, dual coding. These aren't just techniques. They are the language your brain speaks fluently. Review information at increasing intervals. Test yourself without looking. Mix different topics together. Use both words and images. This is how knowledge becomes permanent, becomes accessible, becomes yours. A growth mindset transforms every experience. Failure becomes feedback, setbacks become stepping stones, challenges become opportunities to grow. You believe you can improve, and so you do. You always find a way. Resilience, self-efficacy, psychological capital, hope, optimism. These are the engines of entrepreneurial success. Not just nice feelings, but actual drivers of performance, persistence, achievement. When you believe in your capacity to handle what comes, you can handle what comes. Sleep consolidates learning, repairs your body, restores your mind. Without sleep, your learning ability drops by 40%. Sleep is not optional, it is a must. Exercise sharpens thinking, boosts memory, regulates emotions, builds resilience. Nutrition fuels cognition, stabilizes mood, protects heart and brain. The Lean Startup method gives structure to uncertainty. Build, measure, learn, repeat. Each cycle brings you closer to what works, to what customers truly want. Drop bad ideas early. Double down on what resonates. Mentors accelerate everything. 70% more likely to succeed. Years of wisdom compressed into conversations, connections, guidance. Search them out in startup clubs, business organizations, networking groups. The right mentor is closer than you think. NLP techniques give you tools for your inner world. Reframing turns problems into possibilities. Ask, what else could this mean? What is this teaching me? In what context is this useful? Anchoring gives you on-demand confidence. Create your trigger. Link it to powerful states. Use it when you need it most. Before the pitch, before the call, before the decision, access your resourceful self. Visualization primes performance. See yourself succeeding. Feel it. Hear it. Make it vivid. Make it real. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between vivid imagination and actual experience. Mental rehearsal prepares you for actual performance. Model excellence. Don't reinvent everything. Observe how masters think, what they believe, how they sequence their actions. Step into their perspective. Try on their strategies. Adapt them. Make them yours. Gratitude shifts you from scarcity to abundance, from not enough to more than I realized. This shift opens creativity, attracts resources, sustains well-being. When you appreciate what you have, you build better. What you want. Well-formed outcomes make goals achievable. State them positively, specifically, sensory-rich, with clear evidence. Create your vision board. Place it prominently. Let it remind you daily of where you're going. Implementation intentions turn goals into habits. If this, then that. Your brain follows the script automatically. Your brain is plastic, constantly rewiring through experience. Entrepreneurship itself is training for your brain. Novelty stimulates growth. Skill stacking builds networks. Cognitive flexibility opens opportunities. Executive function can be strengthened like a muscle. working memory, attention control, planning, all improve with deliberate practice. Health is not optional. It is a performance system, a must-have. Protect your sleep, move your body, nourish yourself well, manage stress, take breaks, seek support. Avoid burnout by setting boundaries, maintaining meaning, delegating wisely, staying connected. Some positive emotions predict entrepreneurial action. Feel excited and you start. Feel hopeful and you persist. Feel inspired and you create. Emotion comes first. Behavior follows. All of these principles work together synergistically. Not separate tools, but one integrated system for entrepreneurial excellence. You are becoming the entrepreneur you're meant to be. Core principles: cycle, second pass, space your learning, test yourself, mix topics, use visuals and words. Your brain learns best this way, naturally, effortlessly. Believe you can grow. See failure as data, as feedback, as fuel. Setbacks are not endings. They are redirections, refinements, revelations. You always find a way. Sleep well, move regularly, eat wisely, practice mindfulness, take breaks, seek support. These are not separate from success. They are the foundation of all success. Health is the platform from which everything else is built. Build, measure, learn, repeat. Each cycle teaches you, moves you forward, brings clarity. Drop what doesn't work, embrace what does. Stay flexible, stay learning. Mentors guide you. 70% more success. Find them, learn from them, model them. NLP tools: reframe, anchor, visualize, model. Integrate gratitude, set well-formed outcomes. Your inner world shapes your outer results. Gratitude opens abundance. Well-formed goals create direction. Implementation intentions drive action. Vision boards remind you daily, subconsciously, of your path. Your brain rewires through experience, through entrepreneurship, through learning. Neuroplasticity, cognitive flexibility, executive function, all improve as you build your business. Positive emotions drive action, expand thinking, support well-being, buffer stress. Feel good about your journey. Cultivate excitement, hope, purpose, gratitude. Core principles, cycle, third pass. Learning is natural. When you work with your brain's design, space, recall, interleave, visualize. Mindset determines how you interpret everything. Growth, resilience, efficacy, hope, optimism. You believe, you grow, you always find a way. Health is foundation, performance system, must have. Sleep, exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, boundaries, recovery. Build, measure, learn, lean startup, structured learning, mentors, accelerate, 70%. Search them out, learn, model. NLP tools, reframe, anchor, visualize, model excellence. Inner work shapes outer results. Gratitude, abundance, goals, outcomes, implementation, vision board, direction, action, reminders, subconscious alignment, brain, plasticity, flexibility, executive function, rewiring, improving. Entrepreneurship trains your brain for excellence. Positive emotions predict drive, sustain action. Feel good. Think broader. See opportunities. Stay resilient. Core principles. Cycle. Fourth pass. Space. Recall. Interleave. Dual code. Growth. Resilience. Efficacy. Capital. You always find a way. Sleep, exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, health is foundation. Must have. Build, measure, learn, repeat. Mentors, guide, accelerate. 70%. Reframe, anchor, visualize, model. Gratitude, goals, action, vision. Plasticity, flexibility, executive function. Brain, rewires, improves, adapts. Positive emotions drive everything. Feel good. Act powerfully. Succeed. Final whispers. You are becoming, learning, growing, adapting, thriving. Entrepreneur, leader, creator, builder. Your brain rewires as you rest. Everything you need is already within you. Sleep now, deeply, peacefully, completely. Tomorrow, you begin with new strength, new clarity, new capability. You always find a way. You are becoming who you're meant to be. Rest now, deeply. All is well. Sleep